National Points Championship Shootout Round 3, sponsored by Fast Lane Conveyors. Tonight we've got the Shootout Junior Grid Draw, which is up first, and then we have our much liked driver spotlight feature today, featuring 16 Matt Newsom and 463 James Morris. We're going to follow these two drivers throughout the course of the meeting. Like I say, Shootout Junior up first. So we've got Jessica here, who's our Shootout Junior. Before Jessica does the grid draw, I've got two important questions for you. Who's your favourite driver?
Tom and Paul Hines.
Tom and Paul Hines, and why are they your favourite drivers?
Because Paul lives near us and sponsors my sister
Does he?
the minis. And Tom's just one of our all-time favourites.
Oh wow. So we hope you pick those two out first, is that right? Good. Right, are you ready to do the draw? Okay, let's go for it. Right. Okay, pull the first one out for us.
463.
James, it's you. Just going to do a fist bump. That's it, you come this side, James, thank you. You pull the next one out. Oh, good choice.
17.
There's you, yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want me to hold the bag, are you right? Yeah. Oh, Danny, you're out third. Danny's out. Let's go. You're doing very well not to look at there. You've got his brother. Thank you. I'm sure it's you. You're not very confused, is that my car? Let's go again. Oh, you do. Oh. So you got 526, Finn, it's you. You get there? Ready, let's go again. Tom. It's you. Picture up. you put Tom down there with Sophie. That's it. It's your second favourite driver lot. Paul, you're out. Two more to go.
16.
Matt, you're next. Got one. Liam, I'm sure you're in there, Liam. Shall we see if Liam's in there?
Well, I'll get that to the back. Matt Newsom, third row.
Liam, it's you. Perfect. Thank you so much. So are you okay to have a picture with all the drivers, is that alright? So you stand in the middle and they'll all come behind you, okay?
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, two
Thank
hands
you.
full. Well, look at that.
Right.
That means I'm outside front. Yeah.
Ready.
Frank in there, yeah. See Frank there. Absolutely.
Right. Is that alright? Right, wait, I want to take your picture as well. So one of our driver spotlights today is 463 James Morris, who's in his first ever shootout. James, we spoke, I don't know, mid-season, because you made Superstar grade for the first time. It was like, I talked to me before, I was like, no, I don't want to jinx it. Did that interview, everybody thought it was brilliant, and then you've made the shootout as well, which is like another big tick this year.
Yeah, like I say, we started the season, we weren't really going for it, but it's, to tick the box to get a superstar and in the shootout.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good season, really.
Yeah. Does it feel different being in the shootout? Do you know, like from being in a normal meeting, like because it's like shootout stars and da-da-da, does it feel different when you're
It does feel a bit different. I say you're racing with the top drivers, so yeah, it's good.
So you're doing, because it's 10 rounds at Shale and Tarmac, and we've spoken before, like Tarmac is kind of not really my thing, but you did Tarmac last week at Buxton. How are you getting on with the Tarmac side of it?
Yeah, I'm struggling. I think everyone can see we're a little bit off the pace, but hopefully we can just keep trying if we can pick a bit of pace up next week. But yeah, it's a big ask to not do it for that long and then try and step up to these boys. So we're just doing our own thing and we can get a bit quicker. All good.
But you're in the place into Buxton, every race you place, which is, and part of the shootout is picking up points consistently, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no point in me going to go to Buxton and try and mix it with all these. Like, you just got to,
You could have done.
He could have done, but I know how it would have ended up. So we just got to, just doing my own thing really, and if we can pick a bit up, all well and good.
In terms of like doing from Shell to Tarmac, is it a very different driving style? Because you've been doing Shell for ages, so then to kind of go, I need to do this differently, is that hard?
I'm finding it harder. When I started racing Formula 1, I did Shale and Tarmac, and like I say, I did okay on Tarmac in them days, but I am finding it a bit harder now. But I haven't raced Tarmac since 2011. I'm a lot older. The cars are a lot different. So, but yeah, we'll just do our best.
Yeah. Is it very different from when you
I
first
have found it different this time. Yeah. I enjoyed the semi-final at Buxton in the wet, but when I've done Skegness and Buxton in the dry, and I found it quite hard, to be honest.
Buxton's a tough tarmac track though, isn't it? It seems like very long and you stop and then you turn and then you go very long again. It's
far too quick for me. I prefer Bellevue and Stoke, that's my places. Mildenhall.
Yeah, Mildenhall's quick though.
It's small.
So in terms of the shootout itself, what do you want to achieve in it? Like, where do you want to finish? Are you kind of like earmarking anything, or is it just...
No. Like I said, we've not had a very good start. We're off the pace at Buxton, really.
Yeah.
Sheffield, we're a bit unlucky in the final. Then I mucked the national up at the end. I didn't get many points. I was trying to get past Paul and I mucked it up. So we'll just see what we can get. We'll try our best. It's nice to be in it, and hopefully we'll have a few good runs towards as we go along.
But I think you do see, like, when the shootout starts, you kind of go, right, so somebody's like you're ninth at the minute, but you can like make your way up there because you by scoring consistently and people not finishing it, it does you good.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can pick a few points up. It's going to be predominantly shale rounds if I'm going to do it, and just get where we can get, and that'll do.
Kingston tonight, is that one of your favourite? I know you said like Bellevue and Stoke, we don't go there anymore because like there's big like houses and industrial units. Thoughts on Kings Lynn?
I like it. It's fast, but it's really fast when you're racing. I do prefer a smaller track, if I'm being honest, but I've done all right over the years. So we'll give it our best shot tonight and see how we go. It
does feel fast when I'm stood that back straight and I watch them coming out of the corner. I'm like, that's not okay. You're not all going to fit down here.
It feels fast when you're out there. A bit too fast sometimes. So, but yeah, we'll give it a shot and see what happens.
Lovely. Right, we'll come and talk to you. Like, you got heat first. We'll come talk to you after sort of heat or consolation. But fingers crossed, straight into the final from the heat, and we'll come and talk to you. See how you go.
Hopefully. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Second driver spotlight is 16 Matt Newsom. Hello, Matthew.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm very well. Very well. So, shootout. We like the shootout.
Yeah, well, no, we haven't won it yet, so we don't like it that much.
But we do like it. And third in the points so far for yourself.
Yeah.
It's not. Tom's not on top yet. Danny's up there with a bit of a surprise, I think, maybe so far.
Well, I think it's about what people probably expected. A lot of people have been scoring just consistently rather than probably going out for someone. And it is what it is. And I think you don't get a lot of that until races 8, 9, 10 when it's in the mix then.
So we started at Sheffield, and getting into that meeting, I'm like, Matt'll do really well.
Yeah.
And you had a bit of a shocker at Sheffield.
To be fair, I was like you. I was going to go there and go, you know what, it's me, my track. Yeah. I just had a bad day. Every race I sort of improved. I ended up second in the Grand National and got where I should have been. But I don't know if I was at Bradford the night before and I'd got a bit of trouble at Bradford that I hadn't then seen. But it was not my best of days.
But then at Buxton, flip that around a bit. You kind of say Tom's not my favourite, but Buxton, you were kind of scoring consistently top fives throughout the course of the meeting, which is good.
And that is all you've got to do. Yeah. That's the trouble. People think to do this you need to win the lot. You actually don't.
No.
You need to score, but you need to score every time, not just. I look at like Buxton, and you're right. Tom didn't really outscore me much, but the trouble was with winning the final, he didn't really get a Grand National score for a lap down. I then got fourth or whatever, clawed 10 points back, and and I think that's why, if I'm honest with you, I think that's why the shootout's at its day a bit. People now race with that mentality rather than, you know what, when I first started in, let's say 12, 13, it was an out-and-out brawl. It really was. Yeah. Now it's not. People are better off just scoring all the time. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're still there, and with the double points at the end, that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I get that, because sensibly, that's what you're going to do as a driver, because you're looking after yourself, because people go, well, somebody needs to take Tom on. Well, do they? Because if you being you, I just want to, if I sit behind Tom, I'm not that far behind him.
We had the same conversation last year, and to be fair, Frank gave it all the high and mighty. Oh, someone needs to do Tom. I'm the only one doing him. But to be fair, he didn't do any good at all. And that's my point. Yeah. When you look at it, he had a go at Tom. Me and Lee nearly won, and that's kind of what happens. People just. Like with Danny now, what a start Danny's had. Yeah. He's not giving it to no one. He's going out, he's scoring a position in every race, and then you're there. Yeah.
But it does what it does do though. It makes it interesting because you have to look at it a bit different. It's like almost like a game of chess, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And like you kind of go, what are people doing, and how's that impact? I mean, talking about Frank, Buxton, he had a shocker, and he dropped massively just from one bad meter, didn't he? And that's what you can't.
And from Frank's perspective now, he either needs to give it to them, or he's not going to win it.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, I don't mean that in a nasty way. A lot of people just go, oh, I won't win it. I don't know what it is. It's too easy now. I'll name Finn Sargent, people like that. They're not interested anyway.
Yeah.
So therefore, they're not going to give it to win. They're not. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know how. The job's good. The shootout it does need to happen, because if not, who would be here today?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. Something needs to happen to spice it up. Or
bring it back to, because it's a great idea. Like I say, it just needs fine tuning.
yeah,
to make
it does.
it.
My personal opinion is it should be FA Cup knockout. I know you might get a bit of a random winner, but that's how it should be. In my opinion, they should do away with the points completely and just turn around and say, when you come to every meeting, the lowest score of the day is out.
Okay.
That way, every meeting would be like a sudden death.
Yeah.
That way, if they worked it properly, you could kind of say, well, no one left at the first round, for example. Come the final round, you want 3 people. It's only ever 3 in it anyway.
Yeah.
But that way, like today, it's all right saying Tom got 50 points at Buxton. What difference does it make? Today, we'd all be on at 0 again.
Yeah.
Frank is probably one of the #1 contenders to win it. He's out. He didn't score at Buxton.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
And people, I'll name it. Someone like James Morris scoring 5 or 6 points a round, he'd still be in now.
Yeah.
But really and truthfully, he's actually out of it. That's how I see it. That's just my.
Yeah, but I think it's ideas like that you could go, right, actually, how can we make that work and just make it the event that it potentially was. And I think it's still interesting and people still like it, but can we give it something a little bit extra?
You've got to have it. I swear down to you, if you didn't have it now, people would just stop racing.
Yeah.
It is. Look, I think we've got something like 4 or 5 world qualifiers at the end of the year. People would do them.
Yeah.
Apart from that, people just won't bother. They'll do it. So this is the way of keeping it going. But like I say, 10 years ago, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Now it's not. It needs something now.
Yeah.
It's got to be jazzed up now.
Yeah, good. I like this. I've liked this conversation. I've enjoyed it. So, driver spotlight though. Just going back to that slide. Kings Lynn, happy. It's one of your favourite tracks.
Yeah, to be fair, I think as far as tracks go, it's probably my favourite. Not just because it's local, but I do very well here. And I generally am in for a good day. You said. I need to be winning by the end of today. Yeah. Well, I'm on it, all right?
Good.
Leave it to me.
Can we just do that? Because we don't like the sob story.
No, leave it to me, all right? I'm on it.
Sheffield. It's dead easy. Like, I'll talk to you. If they've had like a bad one, it's like, okay. Right. But yes, good luck tonight. We'll have your heat first. We'll come and talk to you halfway through the meeting, and at the end, just wrap it all up.
Lovely job.
Cheers, Matt.
See you later on.
Superstar. So, catching up with James after Heat 1. You got 9th, James. Happy with that?
Not really. No, we're a little bit off the pace.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to set what you can get, can't you? And we've qualified for the final. Hopefully, we can pick a bit of pace up now.
So, you say that you're off the pace. So, was that because something you'd done with the car setup-wise, or just?
I don't know. I didn't get a great start, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then I got held up a little bit. And then I was struggling to catch anyone at the end. I was struggling with the brakes a bit, so we bled them, and hopefully a bit of a tyre change, and maybe hopefully we'll pick up a little bit.
Because the track looked quite slippy and like quite, it didn't seem to get much grip going in.
No, I couldn't get any grip there at all. I was hanging on to Hines until about halfway, and then he got away from me then, and then I was going nowhere really.
Because Kings Lynn traditionally is wet at the start, dry at the end, and you'd kind of go with you kind of gamble with that setup, don't you? So, but I suppose with that one, it just seemed to stay consistently.
It did stay damp, like you say. Kings Lynn really just usually dry out towards the end of the race, but it was pretty damp all the way through there.
9th, which gives you straight to the final, which is good. You can have a wander around, chill out, do a bit of shopping.
Yeah, go and do a bit of shopping, I think, See if Dave's got my shopping prepared yet. So, hopefully we'll just see what happens at the final.
One last question before we go. At a stock car meeting, like Matt's always there first. Like, he seems to be there at every meeting. Is that because you want to get there first? Are you there first?
No. I'm usually late. I've been working today. Just get here at the last minute. So.
But he's always there first, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Well, we went Bradford last week. I think they left at 6:30 or 7 in the morning. So yeah.
Is it just because he's very keen?
I think so. Yeah, dedicated.
Is that what it is?
Easy sleep on the way. I don't know. Bugsy doors on driving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he can have a sleep in the back and like, I like that.
He gets there and he's like that waking up.
We'll come and talk to you after the final.
Yeah, thank you,
James.
Cheers, thank you.
Matt, Heat 1, you're on. You got fourth, but you were top
shootout
driver.
Yeah, to be fair, Lee was going really well, and he was probably going to beat me, but he got a puncher, and I'll take that. But then I watch Heat 2 and Tom gets a win and Danny gets 4th. There's no points gained there, is there?
No, I thought that because I saw Danny with Tom for a bit. I thought, oh, is this the time? And it's like,
I'm telling you now, nobody had an answer for Tom in that.
No.
It was Ryan's fast, but different league in that race.
Is that because of the way the track? Because the track was very, very slick.
I say it all the time. There's something about Tom when there's what I call loose dirt on the track.
Yeah.
Tom is just unreal. Like World Final, he's so fast. As the night gets on and it gets what I call slicker and slicker, less dirt, and it's more like tarmac, we'll call it, but it's not tarmac. Yeah. You'll find someone like me and Craig Finnegan and people come on a lot more then, but like I say, in that race then, it's gone.
Final time, so you're in the final, which is quite nice, and then hopefully all of you are in the final, which makes it then a bit more difficult for Tom to kind of get through as well.
Yeah, then to be fair, it makes a bit of a race of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fans get a bit of a race and you get a lot more action. That was a bit more of a race where it was what I call balls out from the first corner. It was just flat out, whereas in the final, it ain't going to be like that. There's going to be cars parked, you're going to be passing, so it's a lot more racecraft than pace.
Yes. Before I leave you, what's this?
That is a transit rear axle. A guy messaged me during the week and said, did I want a transit rear axle and 6 wheels?
Okay.
We had a deal, and I said, yeah, bring it here. Now, having a bit of a look at it, I would say it's probably been on his banger or something, because I can't see why it's painted like that on the road. But yeah, to be fair, they are the rear axles that we run, but obviously heavily modified. They don't look much like that time we've...
Because that's well heavy as well.
Yeah,
it's really heavy.
Is it heavy? Just lift it up for me.
I don't. Both hands, I was like that.
To be fair, though, a lot of that weight goes because the drums and that are so heavy, and obviously you don't use that. And to be fair, time you get all the bracketries that are on it off. But yes, they are heavy as a whole.
So what bit are you using then? You know,
I would generally use nearly all of that, but in different bits. Take the tubes out of the diff casing, turn them down and make the brackets for your suspension. But then you'd put the diff back in. Obviously, you'd weld the diff up because we've got lock diffs. Obviously, then we modify the hubs to put them on disc brakes rather than the drums. And so generally, you do use all of it, but it just doesn't look like that when it's done. No. Also, you got to remember we shorten one side a lot, which makes them look different because it's a lot offset.
So how much work is, so if you take that home tonight, and like tomorrow I'm going to sort this axle out, how much work is involved in that?
It's a lot. There's about a week's work in one. If someone now said to me, I need a new axle, I need it for the weekend, you could do it. But basically you get a day where you take it apart, you strip it, you cut it, then you get a day or two where you've machined it all to precision to make it right, and you've got a couple of days of welding together. In a week and that you would make a rear axle.
So how much is it? Right, so I go, Matt, I want a rear axle for my car, and you go, right, it's how much is
£1,000 to bolt under. That's just off me. I believe that some people are using some that are £3,000, £4,000, £5,000, or some people are using for a couple of £100. But if you come to me and said, I need an axle for the weekend, £1,000, and you'd bolt it under your car. And
are these easy to come by now? Do you know what I mean? Is it like...
No, but I've got shitloads. No, it's one of them. You know when you're in the job and that's all you do? I'm that sad person that sits on Facebook and eBay like, oh, transit axle, I'll buy that. And I've just got to the stage where I've just got loads, but they're worth good money, and we're still, I don't know, I don't hold me to the exact date, people are still using 1950 Morris LD. So if transits are still in production now, so we're never going to be running out of them in conjunction to, people are still finding LD in Holland and that's near enough all they use. So that
is fascinating. Thank you for that.
No worries at all.
It's more interesting than talking about your heat.
I got 4.
We'll talk to you after 5.
No worries, see you later, right?
James, Grand National and final all in one. DNF in the final.
Yeah, I was struggling with the brakes in the final. When I come off, we found we've got a damaged stub axle, so it's all over the place. It was going a bit better than that, I got a bit piled in, but fortunately that carnage at the end, I think I've just scraped through.
I don't think, definitely more than 10 finish anyway, so happy days.
There was a big pile up down there, thought it'd sneak through, so hopefully we've got something.
It looked really tricky in that Grand National, it just seemed to everybody was hitting the fence down there.
The slower I went, I was trying to go slower and slower down there. I was hitting the fence hard. I was all right up here. It sort of drags you in down there. It was had a few knocks there then.
Yes. All in all, to sum up, Kings Lynn Shootout round 3.
Average.
Average.
Really average.
Yeah.
We'll go again next week.
Yeah.
So.
Skegness, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
I'll give it a go. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
I'll let you get loaded up because it's
Yeah.
delightful and raining.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
thanks so much.
No
Nice
problem.
talking to
See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Matt, so we didn't speak after the final because it was a really quick turnaround.
Yeah.
So final Grand National, final 7.
Yeah, not great, is it? I was
No.
going better than that, and Mickey Randall spun right in front of me. I had nowhere to go. I lost loads of time, but
The thing is, you're starting with the grid draw. You were starting right at the back. So when you've got Tom starting 5 cars in front of you,
Yeah.
it's a big ask to them.
yeah, to be fair, I haven't had a very good day, even with or without that. I felt quick, but I've had nothing to show for it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I say, it's just one of them, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like we said earlier, it's all about being consistent, and I'm not
Yeah.
today, so that's you don't deserve to win if you're going to be like that.
No, we looked at the points before final, and you'd think Tom was at top, but Danny was still
Yeah.
kind of number 1
Yeah,
because
that-
he's been consistent.
And
all
again,
night, hasn't he?
he just finished that. I don't know what he got, but he just done that national, another
Yeah.
position. If he just keeps doing that, he'll be there or thereabouts, But when you do a race like that, and I must have been up to 4th off. It had a great start, and then Phoebe got it all wrong and took me out, and then
Yes.
got a puncture, and
DNF, yeah.
it's race over, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
yeah. So all in all, I've said the same to James, and he described his shootout meeting as average. Would you kind of go with that as a similar sort of thing?
To be fair, for my own averageness, today was well under average, but at the same time, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot more rounds to go, but yeah, we just got to pick it up and go again,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Thank you very much for your time today. It's been great talking to
No
you.
worries, thank you.
Go and get loaded up and
Not
You're
the
all
weather
dirty
now,
and
is it?
wet. No,
I know.
you were quite happy before, weren't
It
we?
was all right
It's
before,
lovely,
wasn't
it's
it?
nice.
Now look at it.
There we go. I want to
Yeah,
go home.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
See you later.